What's up? Alright, Mercury retrograde for dummies. You're not a dummy. Don't worry. It just has a nice ring to it. Who's Mercury? What's a retrograde? Well, I'm glad you asked. Mercury is basic third grade science. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, so Mercury moves the fastest. So picture this. Go, 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 go. He's going, he's going, he's going. Retrograde. Stop. Slow down there, buddy. Where you going so fast? Bring it back. Bring it back. We're gonna retrace our steps. So Mercury represents our thoughts, communication, ideas, short distance travel, learning. He's very mental energy. He's the messenger god. So Mercury delivers the messages to the other god. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it's said that he is called into the underworld, and he is supposed to pick up messages that we may have missed, because remember, Mercury moves really fast. So it's easy to skip steps, to miss important details or clues or messages from the powers that be, the universe, God, Spirit, Gaia. Whoever the fuck you talk to when nobody's around, they got messages for you. And Mercury retrograde is a time to listen to the messages. So Mercury retrograde, I feel like most people know about it because there's all these memes, and it's got a bad rap, and that's not the case. It can be the case if you're not listening. So the more you listen, the quieter the messages can be. But if you're not listening, they need to be really loud and disruptive to get your attention. It's a good time to start being mindful and listening and paying attention to the little subtleties that are occurring around you in your world. So Mercury can cause a slowdown of everything. Miscommunications are common, breakdowns of electronics, breakdowns of vehicles, anything travel related, planning more time, setting yourself up to be able to absorb the bumps in the road. That is all helpful during this time. So with Mercury retrograde, R-E, retrograde, redo, rethink, pause, retract. People might go back on agreements. You might have people from the past popping up, and it's a time to get closure. It's a time to redo the things that we may have missed. So I encourage you to move forward in these next couple weeks with a greater sense of awareness of what's going on around you and what the messages might be, so that you have a chance to level up. And then when Mercury goes direct, you can redo and elevate. All right, hope that was helpful. Deuce. Getting ready for work. So as I was getting ready for work, I rethought what I wanted to communicate to you. And I felt that maybe it would be helpful to share personal experience. On Friday, my car broke down, and I have a pattern of panicking, and it sends me into like fight or flight and like survival mode when my vehicle is impacted. And I was able to step outside of that pattern and look at the situation for what it was and realize that I'm safe, and that, it's a car, and if it can be fixed, it'll be fixed. If not, then, we'll figure it out when we have to. And then Saturday, my landlord said that he was selling the house. And that one was a little harder to step outside of my programming and patterns because of my past and how I grew up, bouncing from home to home, sleeping in our car, and I didn't really have that home environment safety feeling. So when he said that, it really triggered me. This will be the third time I'm having to move in 6 months, and that's not the agreement that I made with a family member when I came down here. I was supposed to stay with them and save money and this, that, the other, and nobody's at fault, but it didn't work out, and now I'm renting and he's selling the property. So it was a lot of like reprogramming that inner voice that says, you're not safe, this is dangerous, panic, panic, panic. And last time I had to find a place, I panicked, and within 2 hours I found a roommate and found a place, and that situation didn't feel safe. I was experiencing bullying, and I wasn't able to sleep or eat, so I did need to get out of there very quickly. But this time I was able to pull back and realize, he's selling the place. He didn't say when. You're not being thrown out on the street. You have time. So I took a step back. I posted myself on the roommate websites, and I am hands off for a little bit. I'm going to let it simmer. I'm going to see what opens up for me, because I feel there is an opportunity out there for me that will be in alignment. And then, Wednesday evening, I got my car back Tuesday. It was fixed. Wednesday evening, a drunk person plowed into the back of my car. And I was proud of myself again, because I didn't go into that panic about how this was the end of the world. I knew that insurance would cover it, and I was safe. I wasn't injured. Thankfully, the driver wasn't injured, and my car had minimal damage. And I'm grateful that nobody was hurt, and that, maybe I was there to stop her from getting too far and killing herself or someone else. And what I later realized was Wednesday was 20 months of me not drinking alcohol anymore, choosing my sobriety. And I think it was maybe a little fucked up way of the universe showing me, look at where you are and look at where you could have been if you continued those patterns. So it's really powerful, and I'm still working through some of the emotions and feelings of guilt. This person was arrested, and I'm the one that called the police to get an accident report, but this person could barely talk, and they weren't walking straight. They had no business driving a car, and that's not my fault. They made that choice, and I was able to make a decision that was right for me at the time. And hopefully that person is able to learn from this experience. So I don't know if that was helpful, but I just want to let you all know that it's not you, it's the atmosphere. And if you tune in and listen, there's beauty to be had in the inconveniences of this season of retrogrades, particularly Mercury. So lots of love. Take care. I hope you find many reasons to smile. Final thoughts, because they just won't stop. Just a friendly reminder that we choose how we react to any situation. There's two sides of the coin. There's fear and there's love. And if you can switch from your instant reaction of being afraid or any negative emotion, if you boil it all the way down to its core, it's rooted in fear. If you can change that to a perspective based in love and gratitude, harmony, peace, that's a superpower. And that's going to help you sail through this life and find happiness in each moment.